Okay, so you guys just walked through the steps on how to compare fractions. You took some guided notes. Now we're going to put it into action. Go ahead and take your pencil and we're going to look at the first question that says, which is larger, 2/5 or 5/20? So the first thing we always look for is, do they have a common denominator? In this case, they do not. Denominators are 5 and 20. So what I recommend and what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite these fractions vertically. So I'm going to write the 2/5 and the 5/20 like this. So after we do that, we're going to look at our two denominators, the 5 and the 20, and we're going to go out to the side and we're going to find the LCM of those two numbers. So I'm going to just come way out here and write a 5 and a 20, and we're going to find the LCM of those. As we talked about yesterday in class, it's always my recommendation that we start with the higher number, 20. So if we count by 20s, we start with 20, and then we'll just ask, does 5 go into 20? And the answer is yes in this case, so we'll just list our multiples of 5 real quick. 5, 10, 15, 20. Now, this LCM is actually going to be called our least common denominator, or LCD that you might hear it get called sometimes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our two fractions and we're going to multiply them by a form of 1 that's going to get us to that LCD of 20. So where is that? I don't know where that is, so let's just keep going anyway. So our new common denominator is going to be 20. What we're doing is we're creating equivalent fractions. This is something that we did earlier in the week as well as last week. So if I focus on the top fraction, how do I get from 5 right here? How do I get from 5 to 20? What do I multiply that by? And in this case, that would be 4. And then the rule in math is whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top, because we want this fraction that we're putting in the middle to be a form of 1. So this would also be a 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, good. And the bottom one, how do I get from 20 to 20? Well, it's times 1, so we're just timesing by 1 over 1, or in other words, we're not changing anything here. So now that we've done that, all we have to do is now compare our two fractions. We have a 5/20 and an 8/20. They have the same denominator, so which one is larger? That's what the question's asking. That would be this one right here. Now, the last thing that we need to make sure that we do is when we rewrite our answer, we want to use the original fraction. So we don't want to put 8/20 is larger. Bad. No, we want to write the original, which was 2/5. And so we'll say 2/5 is larger